Y'all, what do we think about my hair? Do I look like somebody's like rich dog? Or do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? I may hate it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Simone Nicole, back at it again with another video. So today's video we are going to be reviewing Miss Tati Beauty's Miss Tati Westbrook's beauty products. Yes. So the first time the launch came around, I missed it because it sold out in like 2 seconds. So when I re-saw like her video that she did saying that she was going to be re-releasing and releasing this beautiful, the Blendiful and then her palette, I was like, okay, I gotta get it. So we are here today to test out the Blendiful to see if it really is an all-in-one as she is claiming it to be, and to see if the palette is dark skin friendly / dark skin approved. We will hop right on into the video. However, we have got to do today's subscriber shout out of the day. Today's subscriber shout out of the day is going to go to Miss Imani Sellers. I went to college with Imani and she is so sweet. She comments on my posts regularly, she comments on my YouTube videos regularly, and I just really appreciate the support. So I just wanted to publicly say thank you to you, Miss Imani, for being so supportive of me and my channel. If you would like to be my next video subscriber shout out, please make sure that you are commenting and remaining active on my channel. I always comment back to all of you guys, so make sure you're staying active and involved, and you could be my next subscriber shout out. Now with that being said, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the packaging of it all. So it came in this box, which I really like. Tati's brand is very forward thinking when it comes to using as minimal waste as possible, and she also encourages everyone that gets her PR packages, or I'm sorry, everyone that gets her packages to be mindful of recycling, which is really cool. I appreciate that from her. Now the reason why I misspoke and said PR package is because this feels like you're receiving a PR package, because when you open it, Miss freaking Tati Westbrook's face is like directly in yours. She has like glitter tears, and it's like a moment. I was kind of like, when I opened it, because I was like, whoa, Tati's in my kitchen. And then when you take out the little bag that the Blendiful comes in, you get a mini and you get a full one, and this is all the packaging that you get. It's just not XX packaging at all, which is really cool. And then in an effort to not use plastic like bubble packaging or whatever, she used this stuff, which I've actually never seen done before. And you get the palette, and the palette does not have a box around it. It just has a little sleeve. So the palette is very nice. It feels very high quality. I don't think that it feels cheap at all. For these 2 products, after taxes and shipping, I paid, I believe, $75. So this is not a cheap palette. However, I will show you the inside and why I felt like I wanted to spend my hard-earned coin on this. So of course it has a little protective layer, and then you open it and this is the palette. Like, sorry, I don't want you guys to be like seeing all my background and be embarrassing myself, but this really feels like an all-in-one kind of palette to me, which I really enjoy. I like palettes that I feel like I can travel with them. Like, I don't want to have to bring 1,000 different things with me when I travel, 1,000 different palettes. I feel like I can create so many different looks with this palette, which is really cool. And then the mirror on this thing is ginormous, and it's clear. We're gonna close that because I can't be exposed like that right now. So what I believe I'm gonna do is that I'm going to do one eye off camera just so I can like get a feel for the direction that I want to go in, and then I will do the other eye on camera with you all so that you guys can see what I did and how I created the eye look that I did on my one eye. And I will let you know how I feel about the quality of the eyeshadows, even though I've already heard that the quality is really good. I want to test it out for myself because the quality can be beautiful on someone that's super fair, and then when you put it on dark skin, the pigment just isn't there. So she has glitters, she has metallic, she has sequins, and then she has mattes. I personally never seen sequences before because it's not quite a glitter. It's more like a matte with shimmer in it, but not a shimmer and not a glitter. So I think that that's really cool and innovative, especially for a new brand. I do not expect to be disappointed with these because Tati shouldn't disappoint. She's been on YouTube for so many years and tried thousands of products, so I believe that she's going to model her brand after what she has tried and loved, and I know that she's not going to disappoint. Like, she's too big in the industry to disappoint. So I have really, really high hopes for this. I really hope that it works out for me. The first row is called Memory. The second row is Ritual. The third row is Story. The fourth row is Soothe. The fifth row is Aura. And the sixth and final row is Poet. Okay, everyone, we are back. I have one eye done. It took me like 2 seconds to create this look, and I'm gonna turn the brightness down in the final product, especially so that you guys can see exactly how beautiful this looks, because right now it's getting a little dark outside, so my phone is compensating by bringing up the exposure. So my eyeshadow looks pretty blown out right now, but I'm gonna cut down the exposure so that you can see the eyeshadows for exactly how they are, because they are beautiful. So I will quickly show you how I got this look, because it didn't take me long at all. Just upon using these shadows for the times that I did, so easy to use, you guys. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna start out by using some of my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I put so much on the back of my hand, and by so much, this is what I mean by so much. This stuff, a little goes an extremely long way. Like, girl. Colors will not show up as vibrantly if they're not against a nice bright background. So that is what I'm trying to create with this eyeshadow base. I am going to take my Morphe M433 and I am going to use this orange color from the Story colorway, or color story, I guess you could say. And I am going to put that in my crease. And I start off little by little because these shadows are powdery, but not in a bad way. Like, you ever use a shadow that had a bunch of kickback and it was super pigmented? Kind of like Anastasia's eyeshadows, I would say. But they're very pigmented. But personally, when I do my makeup, I like to start with a little and then build, because you cannot take things back when you go too far. It'll make you have to start all over, and who wants to start all over? Now I am going to go in right next to that color from the Soothe color story. And I'm going to use that, the other side of this Anastasia brush, the two-sided brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend in between my eyebrow and that shadow. And then I'm gonna go back in with that orange color from the Story colorway. So now I'm gonna take that same double-sided Anastasia brush and I'm gonna take the eyeshadow side and I'm going to go in with the color right below the orange color from the Story colorway, the one that has a little bit of glitter reflect in it, and I'm gonna cover my entire eyelid with that. And as you can see, these are freaking pigmented. Like, I don't have to try. They are beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite the colors are being blown out right now because my exposure is pretty high right now. So do you know what? I'm going to cut down my exposure a bit. So the overall shot will be darker, but at least the eyeshadows will show their true color. So hold please. Okay, so I know that was a pretty drastic change, but hopefully now you all can see the shadow a bit better. So I'm going to continue. We are going to now go in with the glitter color from the same orange Storyway, and I am going to take that just on my middle finger, and I am going to pat that right onto the center of the eye. And this truly is a pressed glitter. When I was swatching, it wasn't like a clear glide across to swatch because it truly is a pressed glitter. Super pretty. Like, my phone is not doing this justice at all. It looks so good in person. Hopefully I'm able to catch it in photography better than showing up now. We're going to take the metallic in the orange colorway, that color, and we are going to use it to kind of melt together the edges of where the glitter and the other, what does she call this formula, or the sequin meet. And this isn't necessary. I'm just trying to use as much of this palette as I can to show you all how it works. Beautiful. And now I'm going to, I've been like a brown eyeliner girl as of recently, so I'm going to take this Morphe liner in the color Tea Spill, and I'm going to very, very lightly line my eyeball. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect because we are actually going to smoke this out. So after I just throw down that little rough line, I'm going to take the brown, the darkest brown from the Ritual color story, and I am going to take a tiny, teeny little brush like so. This is a Morphe M213, and I am going to use that to smoke out this liner. Okay. And I like the way that that is looking. So I'm going to throw on my lash. What I also did too is that I took a bit of black eyeliner. I used the Benefit Roller Lash over this lash band because I have worn these lashes quite a few times. So they have, you know, different stuff, eyeshadow glue and such on them. So I am just going to pop these on, pop a little bit of black over the lash band as I did here. That's why the lash band looks so dark. And then I will zoom you all out, and then we will get on to reviewing the Blendiful and the face. Okay, now that you all are all zoomed out, the eyes definitely are not being done justice, but so far, beautiful, 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 beautiful palette. High quality and 110% worth the price is my kind of midway through the video thoughts. So let's move on to talking about the Blendiful. I have not opened this up yet. I wanted to wait until I was with you guys. So you get this mini, which is super cute. It says Tati Beauty on the back, and then it's a little heart blender, and I think I'm going to try to use this for like concealer purposes because she claims that these things, and I'll show you the Big Daddy, she claims that this guy also has Tati Beauty on the back, is supposed to be able to do everything. Blend out your foundation, put on your concealer, blend out your contour, put on your powders, bake, all of it. And then this guy is supposed to be used as a retouch, but I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna run out of space on here, but she claims like you can fold this, you can dent it, you can do this, you can do that. I don't run out of space on this thing at all. So she claims she doesn't run out of space, but we will see. I was thoroughly impressed by the eyeshadow palette, so maybe she will blow my socks off with this one too. So what I think I'm gonna do is apply my foundation with you guys, and then the rest of the video will just be like some music and some fast forwarding, just so that you guys don't have to like see my reaction for every single step, and then I'll just hold up the products that I'm using. So today to prime, I'm going to be using my Smashbox Primerizer. This is a mini that came inside of a little try me kit, I guess you could say, for the holidays. I just used a couple pumps of that. I spread that all over my face. This is one of my favorite primers. And I like to use this one because it's moisturizing and priming. But I'm also going to throw my Milk Hydro Grip into the mix. Let me grab that. That is this guy. I got the mini just to make sure I liked it. And I do like it. Will I buy the full one? I don't really know. I like it, but I am not in love with it like all the rest of the little beauty influencers are. So now I'm going to mix two different foundations today. I'm going to use my Fenty, the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Concealer. And I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Ganache, which is the darkest color that they offer. This is a little too dark for me, so I'm going to mix it with the Fenty because the Fenty is a little too light for me, and this is in the color 490. Usually I will mix this up with a brush, but I can't find it, so I'm just going to mix it up with my fingers. And I'm going to apply this on the face. Oh shoot, I forgot to conceal the tops of my eyebrows, so I'm going to do that as well. I don't like to go around my entire eyebrow with light concealer, so I usually leave the top blank until I get to my foundation. I will usually take my beauty blender and blend that together, but we are going to take this guy, and when she did in her video, she just kind of like smoothed everything. So oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I only use a beauty blender, and I do have to say that I do have my beauty blender right here in case things go left. Y'all, I look pretty freaking fiery. This is blended out beautifully and seamlessly, and I really didn't expect that from this thing because it feels so velvety and soft. This is what it looks like now, and this is just from me using it from my foundation. So maybe I will do my concealer with this. Let's just see. So I will just get you guys on along for the ride and just zoom through my face. Okay, everybody, this concludes this tutorial. I have been recording for so long that it has now gotten dark outside, and now I had to cut on my beauty lights, so I'm so sorry about the change in lighting. But my final thoughts on this tool, very interesting. So you know how I said, like, I don't know if it's gonna be enough real estate. No. Like, it was actually a little big for my hand to hold on to, and I wish I would have used it. Like, once I get more experience using it, I'll know how to fold it when. It is so soft, and it blended my makeup out so well. Like, I cannot believe that I did not use a beauty blender on my face to achieve this. Hello, it is editing oh my god, editing Simone here with the latest gossip reporting on the news. I was about to sit down and finish editing this video to post today, and guess who uploaded a 45-minute video talking about her products? Tati freaking Beauty. So I just wanted to hop in here and add in some things that I missed because I did not have this information, which she did address in the video by saying, like, oh, I didn't think that you guys are gonna need me as much as y'all claim that y'all do. So here are some tips and tricks for you idiots, because she low-key read everybody that was dogging her, and I didn't know that there was any controversy because YouTube recommends what you watch, and I stay away from drama channels because I don't like that type of energy in my life. It like, drama channels for the sake of drama just bother me, so I didn't see any of this. And I'm also an old lady, so I don't scroll through Twitter and like Instagram, usually, especially Twitter. And I guess this is where a majority of the controversy was going on. First, to address, do I think that it was a cash grab after reviewing this and having it for what, like a week or 2 or 3 weeks, however long ago I got it? No, I do not. I think that this product is actually extremely innovative. I've never seen anything like this readily available to purchase. So the concept of it being a cash grab is weird to me, and people are saying that it's overpriced. To my knowledge, it was 17 doll hairs. The beauty blender is $20, and they keep on making spin-offs and making them like more expensive whenever they have a chance, yet y'all buy beauty blenders and call them life. I don't know. Eventually someone probably will make a dupe to this, and similar to Real Techniques did to Beauty Blender, make something that's comparable at a lower price point. And if you want to wait for that to happen, then that is completely your prerogative. But let's talk about something. She addressed how to clean it. I was doing everything she said not to do. So when I clean my beauty blender, I'm pretty rough with it because it's just a little sponge, you know, just slap her around back and forth, you know, and she's usually okay. This, not so much so. And I highly recommend watching her video if you have this to learn how to clean it, because I was like wringing it out and going like this in order to like get it clean, and she definitely recommended not to do that. And I now have a permanent curve in mind from doing that, I believe. But here's the real tea. Here's the real tea. I'm gonna sit y'all down on my computer. Y'all, did y'all know y'all can flip this thing? So remember when I was like, I just feel like I'm gonna run out of room. Hold on. Was I dumb and just didn't realize that you can like flip this either way, so you have two surfaces? Like, I felt stupid when she said that, but Listen, update. This flips. So you can use it on one side, contour, foundation, powder, blah, 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 blah. Boom, flip, blush, highlight, whatever. I don't know. Whatever you want to use this for. So I just thought that that information was pretty useful. And here's 3 more minutes onto an already long video. Okay, I'm going to go away. Okay, bye. But are these worth the money? I would definitely say so. These are, I think, $17 for 2 of them. And this little one is actually meant for you to toss in your purse. And then you're meant to like use this to like touch up around like the nose area. I kind of like her. These 2 are like really a bop. She said that these will not soak up product, and I'm pretty inclined to agree that they don't soak up product because I look way more full coverage than I usually would with the amount of product that I use, because a beauty blender is naturally going to soak up a lot of your product because it is a sponge. So it soaks up whatever you put on top or whatever you put it to. So I guess I would say that if you're used to using heavy product because you're used to using a beauty blender, you don't have to use as much when you are using these because it's not soaking up your product. So it's really truly just wiping everything across the face. Because when I went in the bathroom, I was like, she's caked on, isn't she? Like, I didn't feel like that when I was putting it on, and I don't feel like it in front of these lights. But when I got into the fluorescence of the bathroom, I was like, okay, slow down there. So that's also something to keep in mind. Also, while we're comparing the beauty blender and these 2, the beauty blender is $20, and I believe that for these 2 is $17 if I'm not mistaken. So I just feel like this is very cost effective because it's really low-key $7 a piece if you just divide them evenly, or say $10 and $7, whatever you want to say. This to me is very, very worth it and really nice. And I love the fact that you can just kind of hold on to them and it feels all vintage with your little puff. So I really enjoy these. And I did already briefly mention how I feel about this palette. Sorry, my hands are wet so you can like see my handprints across here. I think that this is an absolute winner, winner, chickens insert. It's beautiful. I was able to use it no problem. Again, these lights and my phone just are not doing this justice. These colors are vibrant and beautiful. And yes, I did use an eyeshadow primer that was really light, but that is kind of what I have to do in order for the shadows to show up as best as possible, because I wanted to give this a fair shot. I wasn't going to treat this palette any differently than I would treat any other palette. This look literally took me, the raw footage was 5 minutes long. Literally 5 minutes without me putting on lashes is how long it took me to throw this whole thing together. So I especially think that this palette is really good, especially if you are a beginner, because your color stories are already laid out for you. Like, you already have, you know, a crease color, then a lid color, then, you know, you could go with this on your inner corner, you could throw this on your actual physical lid. Like, this is extremely easy. So I think that if you are just getting into makeup, is this a big investment? Yes. But is it worth having in your collection? I would absolutely say so. I have a bunch of palettes and this just really called to me. A lot of releases don't call to me anymore. Like, I have not bought a new palette since the Jackie Aina palette. This was the last palette that I bought and it stays on my vanity because I love it so much. She did a beautiful job with this palette. As much as I love it, this is not a I can travel and do any look with this type of palette. It's just not. So I got this palette for that reason. And I really like it. It's really good. There's a built-in mirror, so if you are traveling with it, you do have that mirror in there. And it's not so heavy that you feel like, Jesus Christ, I cannot hold this any longer because my arm is gonna fall off. It is just, it's beautiful. This mirror in here is absolutely gorgeous. Crystal clear. Like, I don't know if I can say enough good things about this palette. Honestly, it is worth the money, I promise you, and it feels like it'll travel well. And that is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you all for sticking with me through my technical difficulties with lighting. Hopefully it's not too bad. Please don't roast me in the comments. I am a newer YouTuber, so I'm trying to figure out things and lighting and situations. I will be getting a new camera soon, which is so exciting. I do briefly want to address that I am now speaking to around 3,000 of you guys, which is so cool. I can't believe that my audience has grown this much, and it has grown so fast. It's a little bit of an adjustment to know that when I upload, I'm uploading for thousands of people to see, because at this point my videos are getting thousands of views. So I just want to say thank you for everyone that has come across my channel and decided to kick it with me for a while. If you want me to do a particular video next, please let me know. I know that I have different parts of my audience that are here for the makeup, different parts of my audience that are here for the hair, different parts of my audience that are just here for me. So let me know down below what you are here for, and let me know if you would like me to start doing more makeup content. I would love to, but I have to change my filming setup around a bit to flatter these makeup looks a little more, because I do want you all to see the true quality of the things that I'm putting on my face. And now that I have rambled on for 1,000 years, I will let you all go. I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that I was able to help one of you all out in some way, shape, or form. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will definitely see you all in the next video. Remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2020. I will see you all in the next video, which you know, period, put period, period, period is on either side of me, period. So pick one, yes, pick one. I'm sorry, please don't unsubscribe from me.